Alright guys, I'm going to show you my current warm-up for the upper body and then the lower body. When you go on stage, you have to do a side relax. You have to twist your body, but you can't twist your hips like that. So I do maybe things you haven't seen before. But the first thing I love to do is called the rope flow. And it's made precisely for that. You can't just get any rope. You gotta buy a rope flow. You could go on slushropes.com. She's great. She makes some custom ones like the big one over there. Or you can go on Amazon, you type rope flow, you'll get a basic one like that. There's gonna be a lot of shoulder rotation and arm flexion and just move it around a little bit with your legs. So the first thing you can do, it's easy, you do figure eights. So you kind of keep your hands the same apart. You can have them far from you. You can have the hand close. You make it a little bit cooler, like that. What I like to do, boom, 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 over the head. Another cool thing is there's the stick, and the other that most people do is they'll twist with it. So my hips are twisting a little bit too. And the reason why I started doing the one that the hips are squared, because when you go on stage, if you have to do a side relax, you have to twist your body, but you can't twist your hips like that. Your hips need to be squared. So you have to twist your arms like that, which is hard if you're a big guy, right? So the thing with warming up, you gotta, all your aches and pains that you feel as you get older, you gotta just keep moving around until you don't feel them anymore, or almost. 6 pounds. So that could be a good startup. That's too light for me now. The classic swing is this. Looks simple, right? What you can do is at first is you bring it back here, and then you let it go from side to side. And you don't move the hands with it. The hands kind of stay in the middle. It's like a pendulum. And then once it goes on one side, you'll just do a pullover kind of thing. You'll bring both elbows and your hands forward. So that's it. And because this one's light for me, I can just do like one hand. You can also like bring it here, up. Yeah, every time I don't have as much shoulder pain as before. There was times when I was younger and stronger, I had like more shoulder pains than now. So for the legs, then there's the warrior pose you can do. You can use that to support yourself, push yourself up. That's the thing they do in yoga. I think they call 90-90s, 90 degrees. And then if you're kind of falling back, you can put your hand here or hold yourself here. But the idea is that you need to be able to do this, without falling back. Then you just go from side to side. And a trick that Muscle Duck gave me, you grab a kettlebell, put it right here. You can kind of massage your thing. It also helps you to stay forward. You can start with that and move to the other one. Yeah, stretch strong. Nice, a lot. Like this week, I did the day one. So I was like, you know what, I'll whip it back up. Because when I play with the baby, I'll stretch. So the day one was like all the side stretches with the legs like that, side splits. But day 2, 3, 4 was all hanging. So I was like, I met the baby upstairs. My rack is downstairs. I can't bring the baby downstairs. And honestly, if you don't know what to do, and you want to have a quick stretch, you go on there. Under 20 minutes, you're done. And then there's like there's an option that's even shorter, and an option that's like less work. You can stretch for more. What you don't want to do is like just like roll like that. It's like that's defeats kind of the purpose. But it's not bad, but it feels good. So yeah, do it if it feels good. But I think the whole principle of this, people can correct me if they think I'm wrong, but is that you kind of crunch your abs, find a spot on the spine, and then where the pressure is, you try to bend your spine after that. So you kind of like one vertebrae at a time, you kind of lay back. I think we're pretty good for the warmed up. I'm warmed up now. So you guys should definitely warm up before your workouts. If you're young and you're doing it, you're really smart. If you're old and you're not doing it, you're pretty dumb. So you can be smart young, you can be smart old by warming up. And if you're time sensitive, just find one that's like 5 minutes long or 10 minutes long. You should warm up for 10 minutes every workout, even if you're sacrificing 10 minutes of working out. You know, if you're going for performance, longevity, and all that stuff. So think about that.